All right, let's drill a little bit deeper into some of the details about bonds. All right, so bonds represent long-term debt. Bonds equal long-term debt. Bonds are legal contracts. That's what a bond is. It's a contract between a borrower, which is the issuer of a bond. A company that issues a bond wants to borrow money. And lenders, these are the investors in the bonds. Okay? Bonds are often issued to the public in small units, usually $1,000 each. That's called par value. Okay? Therefore, a corporation raising $50 million through a bond issue would need to issue about 50,000 bonds, which would be 50 million divided by 1,000. That's where that 50,000 comes from. Let me get my trusty pointer out here. All right, some key bond terms that you need to know. The indenture. The indenture. This is the contract that contains the key provisions of the bond. There are attorneys that specialize in writing bond contracts. These are bond attorneys. That's what they do. Not all attorneys do divorces and criminal cases. There are lots of different aspects and areas of law, one of which is securities law and bond law. All right, par or face value is an English term, an old English term. It is the amount borrowed. It is the principal. Okay? This is the amount that will be repaid at a certain date. 99% of bonds have a par or face value of $1,000, so you are to assume that the par value of a bond is $1,000. Speaking of when the bond will pay back the principal, this is maturity. This is the date the face or par value is to be repaid, maturity. The term to maturity. This is the time period between today and when a bond matures. Any time period between until a bond matures is called the term to maturity. So the maturity is a date, the term to maturity is a period of time. All right, the coupon rate. The coupon rate, this is the contractual annual interest rate on a bond. It's stated in the contract. Okay? An example would be 8% annually, and this coupon rate can be paid for any time period such as annually, semi-annually, quarterly, or monthly, that is specified by the issuer. It is in the contract what the annual rate will be and how often the interest will be paid. The purpose of the coupon rate is to compute the coupon payment. So make sure you understand this. There are two rates. There's the coupon rate and the market rate. The coupon rate, the purpose of the coupon rate is to compute the coupon payment. When bonds are first issued, the coupon rate equals the market rate. But unless you have an adjustable rate bond, which we'll get to later in this chapter, the coupon rate won't change, but the interest rates in the marketplace change every minute of every day. All right, so then we have the coupon payment, and it is the dollar amount of each interest payment that is dispersed. Oh, I added a D to that. I'm not sure what happened there. The coupon payment is computed by multiplying the coupon rate by the face value. So multiply the coupon rate in the contract by the face or par value, and you get your interest payment, your dollar amount of interest. All right, the market rate. This is different from the coupon rate, particularly after bonds are issued. Also known as the yield to maturity, what you would earn on your bond if you held it until it matures. It is the prevailing yield maturity or interest rate in the market that investors can earn on this bond and on other bonds with similar features and risks. It is the prevailing rate of interest. When you're issuing a new bond, you want to know what the coupon rate should be. You look to see what the market rate is for similar bonds. All right, so it's also called the market's or the investor's required rate of return. This is what justifies owning a bond. This is what you would earn if you bought the bond. It is the rate, the market rate is the rate we use to find the present value of a bond's interest payment and principal repayment. This is our discount rate, compute present value, okay, that we use. So the present value of a bond's interest payments and principal payment should be the current market price of the bond, theoretically. Sometimes that's not the case, but most often it is. All right, so how do we value bonds? A bond provides interim cash flows in the form of a stream of interest payments, which is an annuity. We're going to pay $80 a year for 10 years, and then we'll give you your money back. That's an annuity. All right, then you get a lump sum, which is your par or face value at maturity. So two types of cash flows associated with a bond, your stream of interest, and then your principal repayment. Okay, so a bond's market value or market price, current market price, should be calculated as the present value of the coupon payments plus the present value of the par or face value. So you need the cash flows, and then you need the discount rate. Well, what is the discount rate? It is the market rate of return, which is the same as the coupon rate when a bond is issued, but after the bond is issued, the market rate will change, the coupon rate will not. So when you go to find the market price of a bond, you use the required rate of return, the yield to maturity, the market rate, not the coupon rate. All right, let's take a look at a couple of examples. Assume Facebook issues bonds with the following terms. Par value is 1,000. I told you that'd be 99% of the time. Coupon rate is 9%, so we're going to use the coupon rate to find the coupon payment. If it was annually, that would be 0.09 times 1,000, $90. Okay? It is payable semi-annually, twice a year. Okay, so the semi-annual coupon payment equals the coupon rate divided by 2, which is 9%, divided by 2, which is 4.5%, times par value. 4.5% times 1,000 is $45. Or you could take the 9% times 1,000 equals $90 and divide that by 2, you get $45. All right, the maturity date is March of 2023 and the current date is March of 2013. This is a 10-year bond that pays semi-annually. So what will N be? 10 times 2, 20. All right, so here's your number of pay periods. Term to maturity in years times the pay period. So 10 times 2 equals 20. The yield to maturity or the market rate for similar bonds is 9%. So in this example, the market rate and the coupon rate are the same number. Okay, this is a new bond. Given this info, if you buy this bond, you will receive coupon payments of $45 every 6 months until maturity for a total of 20 interest payments, and you'll get your $1,000 investment back. All right, so let's find the present value, the current market price of this bond. So let's repeat this information right here. We're going to plug it into the calculator. Here it is. All right. So 45 is our payment. 20 is our N. 1,000 is our future value. Don't forget about that we're getting that future value back. 4.5 is our IY, which is our annual IY, market rate of 9% divided by 2, because it's a semi-annual bond. Compute present value, and we get $1,000. Notice it's a negative. What that means is you'd have to pay $1,000 for this bond. Because the coupon rate and the market rate are the same amount, the same number, the market price of the bond equals the par value of the bond, $1,000. Okay? When you start changing IY here compared to your coupon rate here, then your present value will change as well. We're going to get into that. All right. Coupon rate equals the market rate. The bond trades at par. Very important concept. All right. Now assume that interest rates have gone up in the market from 9% to 9.5% since Facebook issued their bonds. Facebook's coupon rate has not changed, but the market rate has. Okay? What happens to the market price or value of the bonds? All right, the only thing we need to change is our IY. Our IY goes from 4.5 to 4.75. 4.75 times 2 is 9.5. The payment stays the same. The par value stays the same. N stays the same. The only thing that changes is IY. Interest rates go up and market price goes down. Interest rates go up, market price goes down. You've learned that. You learned that in Chapter 5 or Chapter 4. Okay? All right, so the rise in market rates has made these bonds less attractive. Okay, so you're looking at two bonds. One is a little bit older and it's got a coupon rate of 9%. One is a little bit newer and it's got a coupon rate of 9.5%. Which bond would you rather own? Well, obviously you'd rather own the bond that has the higher coupon rate, 9.5%. In order to bring these market prices, these bonds to make people indifferent between the two bonds, the 9% coupon and the 9.5% coupon, the price of the 9% coupon bond must go down. At $968, you wouldn't care whether you own the 9% bond or the 9.5% bond, because your yield to maturity, what you would earn on both bonds, would be 9.5%. Okay? That's how it works. So the market keeps the yield to maturity in line. Okay. If the market price, note that if the market price of a bond is less than par value, which in this case, this is trading less than 1,000, okay, then the bond is said to be trading at a discount. Why does a bond trade at a discount? Because the market rate went up compared to its coupon rate. Its coupon rate is below the market rate. Coupon rate is below the market rate. The market rate is now 9.5%, not because the coupon rate went down, but because the market rate went up. Okay? So please, please keep this in mind. The market rate goes up, the coupon rate stays the same, the market price goes down. So anytime you see a bond that's trading at a discount, it means that the market rate went up and the coupon rate is now less than the market rate. Okay? Also, okay, so we've covered that. All right, let's look at another example. Now, assume interest rates have gone down. So now you're looking at a 9% bond and an 8.5% bond. Well, which bond would you rather own? Well, clearly you'd rather own the 9% bond if the risk is the same. Therefore, to make investors indifferent between the 9% bond and the 8.5% bond, the price of the 9% bond will go up. Interest rates go down, the price of the bond, the present value of the bond, goes up. Now you're going to earn, if you buy this bond at the higher price, you'll earn 8.5% on your investment. Okay. The only thing you have to change now is IY. The coupon rate stays the same. Okay. So all you're changing is you're changing this from 4.5%, which was the original market rate, discount rate. Now it's 4.25, which 4.25 times 2 is 8.5. You don't change any other information. Compute present value and note that the price of the bond has gone up. Interest rates went down, the price of the bond goes up. If you think that interest rates are going to go down, then you buy bonds because the price of your bond will go up after interest rates go down. So the decline in market rates has made these bonds more attractive, so their present values must rise. Okay? And this keeps the yield to maturity in line with the market. Note that if the market price is higher than the par value, which this is trading higher than 1,000, then a bond is said to be trading at a premium. Okay? Remember, when the discount rate falls, the present value rises. So anytime you see a bond that's trading at a premium, it means the market rate has fallen and now the market rate is below the coupon rate. The coupon rate is higher than the market rate. Not because the coupon rate has changed, but because the market rate has changed. All right, so we finished another section and you've got some more homework to cover. See you next time.